Hey, everybody. Welcome to Don't Make Me Come Back There. We are a funny podcast about family. My name is Dustin Nickerson. I'm a stand-up comedian, the host of the aforementioned podcast. And alongside me in our state-of-the-art recording studio above Public Square Coffee in downtown La Mesa, California, is my lovely wife, my co-host, and my best friend, Melissa Nickerson. Good to see you, Melissa. Our producer, Andy, Lara. Everybody's here. Gang's all here. Heat is coming. I don't think it's gonna get as hot in here as it has in because it's been nice July the last couple of days here, which means I'm gonna leave and go to the south where it is not.
Our hottest day today. This week is Thursday.
Oh yeah. What are we looking like Thursday? High 80s.
High
80s. Everyone in the desert in the south and really the Midwest just rolled their eyes at it, and the East Coast just rolled their little babies getting to the upper 80s. Well, it gets hot on Halloween here sometimes.
It's hot to us.
It's perfect. It's a perfect weather city, and we pay the cost. Anyways, we thanks guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Today we have a great episode for you. We got some emails and some reviews that we got to, and I got some breaking news I'm going to share here with you guys in a second, and that I saw when I was checking my phone in the bathroom, and also we're talking state fairs today. Melissa and I and our daughters and their friends went to the fair on last Thursday.
Yep.
And it just, I was like, we have not talked about, they've talked about fairs a lot on Nateland. Fairs are a big part of the broader Nateland brand, shall I say. Nate's performed at a lot of fairs, a lot of guests, myself included, Nate, John. I did the fair with John. Leanne has performed at fair. A lot of, I saw
Leanne and Nate at our San Diego fair.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And you and I dated at a fair. I had a huge fair growing up that I would go to a lot.
You've said the jingle on this podcast.
We're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So. I don't know that Andy's heard it, and so I want to debut it.
I think he has.
Have I done the Puyallup Fair jingle for you?
I believe so, because I remember.
Because people
we dropped it on the show.
Great. That's right. Then we'll put it on the show later. So we're talking fairs, but before we get to any of that, we got a bit of a weekend recap. Got some reviews. You guys have been great about leaving reviews on iTunes.
Yeah.
Apple Podcast, iTunes. I don't know, whatever you call it.
They still call it the iTunes Store. So I don't, whatever.
Well, some people had not listened to our replay. I can't even say
of the
Hale.
The Nickerson's trip from Hale.
Classic.
Yeah.
Good pull there on the episode.
You're welcome.
And so people are commenting on that and just summer travel gone wrong.
Yeah, where are people listening to this podcast right now? They're listening to it, it's July, so they're listening it to their AirPods while they drown out their kids at home.
Yeah.
'Cause they're still there, driving, because this is the acceptable thing that everyone will listen to in the car.
And then maybe you're doing like a day trip.
Yeah.
To the beach.
We're the new, what was it? Don't Make Me Come Back There for the Family Ride is the new Adventures in Odyssey, or whatever it was that in Odyssey. You listened to it growing up. In Odyssey, is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the new one.
That's us. Yep.
We listened to it a little bit with our kid.
Yeah. In Odyssey.
In Odyssey.
And then we had an Odyssey.
Exactly. I wonder if that's why they named it that.
Pun on a pun.
Well, thanks for leaving reviews, everybody. 5 shows. This is from Pickett Packslayer. 5 stars. Good job. Love the show. This one is from Dustu Kilburn.
Okay.
5 stars. Subject Greg W. Saw you and Greg on Nateland podcast. You and Greg going at each other had me in tears. Great.
It's
I like
nice.
making fun of Greg, and he likes making fun of me. And this one, you can't always see the full subject, but I get we get the gist of it here from Shelter Worker, June 5th, 5-star. I have a parasocial relationship, ... I love hanging out with my, quote, friends every week. I've seen Dustin live a couple times, and he has found a funny partner in Melissa. I love listening to the podcast every week.
Well, thank you,
Thank you so much, Shelter Worker.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the travel stories. People gave us some. You go ahead and pull this one up here. So this one is from Alicia. Alicia put this in the Facebook group, Dustin Nickerson Comedy Fans. You want to read this one, Mel?
Sure. Yeah. Let me just plug our Patreon Zoom because it is July 22nd, and you can join various Patreon tiers and chat with us, and it's a good time.
Meet and greets at shows.
VIP news. You find out stuff early, and you do get behind the scenes from this podcast every week.
The breaking news.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I just saw on my phone TSA is lifting the shoe thing.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Man, if you're a millennial, that is a big news.
I just saw that. I suppose we could talk about this. You can confirm that. I just saw that today they announced that TSA is phasing out that you have to take your shoes off going through security.
That is very nice.
20 years of it. 20 years.
Wow.
Wow.
How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, it was such a annoying thing to be standing there in your socks in a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is good news.
Yeah. I mean, it takes away a bit of the lovely classist feel of like having, TSA pre-check.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. As someone who overpaid for shorter lines, I'm like, take your shoes off.
Keep taking them off.
No. It's like, if I remember correctly, right, this was because the shoe bomber, there was like one incident that set this off for 20 years. And I know some people have been like staunchly against it. I've never been, I think I'm in general, like, not naive, but like hopeful, kind of positive that I think a lot of the time people are just doing the best given the circumstances. So TSA was like, hey, we're just trying to keep you safe, and we're a big, clunky, slow-moving organization. So I guess I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot, including agencies, probably more than I should.
Well, I'm also just shocked that they revised something.
I mean, anytime like something changes for a positive, you're like, oh, wow.
I know. Now if we can just get like 2 more ounces on the liquids, that would just really be nice, instead of like losing my sunscreen.
Yeah. Sunscreen is always the one.
Always the one.
Yeah.
Because you need more than a 6-ounce tube, like if you're traveling. You need,
4 ounces, I guess, is what they give you. But there's not a lot of sunscreen.
Just buy it when you get there. Throw it in your checked bag.
I know.
Traveling with sunscreen is risky in general.
It's a mess.
I always feel like it's the one most likely to explode.
So Joel and I traveled last week, and he has his driver's license from 16.
Yeah.
And he's 18 now, and his photos weren't matching. And this lady was like, he has different features. And I was like, well, he doesn't. He just grew a lot in the last 2 years. And I was like, make this face, Joel, that's on your ID card. And
that won't work.
She goes, it won't make a difference. And then he did, and it worked. And we were like, okay, we're going to leave now. She was like, he needs to get a new photo.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not doing that. Like,
are you new to people growing? Are you new to, I mean, people look different and they're like.
Yes, people age so much in 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
if
I go between photos, you're like, I got a whole different, I got way less hair. I got a mustache now. I got a different accessory. I might be a different weight than I was before. There's like crazy stuff,
I don't, she almost like didn't let us through, I
mean, they should have like a filter on there for like parents where they just immediately add like a de-stressor just to clean up their face if it's
like
been like a number of years since you've had it.
That's
just
funny.
To be like, oh yeah, there you are.
Anymore, it's probably just going to have, we're all going to have filters going through. I've seen it, look at our faces. Could you just kind of like put the like glam filter on me?
I know, at the airport at like 5 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It does make sense, like, that they got rid of the shoe thing because the technology at the airport has gotten so it's gone up so much in 20 years.
Yeah.
Like the things that we're walking through and the things they're running our bags through and
the facial scan.
Now the facial scans where you don't have to take your ID out. And again, I know people are probably against that. And if somebody's like, I don't like them taking all our pictures at the airport, I'm like, sure, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's like, great. They made a nice little longer line for you over there.
Yeah.
That's your line.
That's your line. Great. No, I think Nate had that. Is it in the new hour? I won't do his material, but he has a bit about, giving away everything for a slightly shorter line.
Yeah. It's like I joined a Target Circle and I gave him like all my credit history and, all this stuff.
Yeah.
For like a tote bag, a free tote bag. I was like, this is worth it. Now they can track my spending habits and
good.
Yeah. I was like, I'm in.
For a Target tote.
It's a plaid reusable shopping bag.
Is it like a smart bag too? I'm sure there's like a tracker inside the tote bag, just to like track you around the store.
Yeah.
They know everything
collect all that.
They know everything about me now. They're sharing with marketers.
Yeah. They accidentally call it like the new Target track bag. I'm sorry, tote bag. There's no tracking device in there.
Target's like, you saved $1,000 this year. You're like, did I?
Did I? Well, the one that's getting me right now is Instagram, asking for access to all my photos. And otherwise, so...
Oh, no.
Well...
I know, I limit it on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
But on Instagram, they got full access.
Full access to... meaning probably there's literally every... What you don't think about there is how many screenshots of like a password you've probably taken a picture of or something like that, and like a quick that you're just like, and I'm thinking like, do you have access to every folder? What do you mean every photo? What every
like camera roll?
Camera roll. Deleted photos? What do you... Every...
Especially the rash folder.
Yeah. You're like 17,000 photos? Seems high. Seems like there might be some in there. But then I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And then I go in and I want to upload a new video or a picture. And I'm just like...
You have to manually choose it.
Manage and manually choose it. And you're like, fine, you can see it all. What do I care? You probably have access to it all anyways.
Your loss anyway.
Well, and then I also always think, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Apple has access to all these.
Yeah. There's no privacy.
Right.
Probably not.
Which is why we're going to start doing this podcast in the nude. And we're just going to...
Filter free.
We're going to actually, we'll just cover up our tidbits with our passwords.
Tidbits. Oh my! I thought we were doing an email.
Alicia sent us a note. Worst travel stories. I'll go first. Take your pick. We're going to do the first one. Alicia. This is from Alicia. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay. It was the summer of 2016.
It was the summer of 2016.
Southwest had the major technology crash that resulted in over 1,000 flights being canceled in 24 hours. Ours was one of them, and our family of 4 was stranded in the Denver airport after we'd already checked our bags. Relatable. As I stood at the counter to see what our options were, I was thankful our kids were older as I heard the young father next to me pleading with the agent for a flight as they were traveling with a baby, and they'd already run out of diapers. Whew, as it quickly became clear we would be in Denver for at least the next 24 hours, I desperately reached out to a former coworker I hadn't seen in over 10 years, but was now living in Denver. She graciously came and got us, put us up at our house, and brought us back to the airport the next day. We had no luggage, but we had a bed to sleep in that night. What should have been a direct flight back to Oregon turned out to involve a side quest via Las Vegas and Phoenix with a few hour nap on the floor of the Phoenix airport in the wee hours of the morning. We finally landed in Portland almost 48 hours later, then planned with all of our gear except a neck pillow that, they got everything but the neck pillow that decided Vegas looked like a great place to call home.
That's awesome. Ooh. Yeah, it's tough out there.
Do you remember that? Did you get hit by that?
I wasn't.
We were road tripping at that time.
Yeah,
we were not
I wasn't traveling as
family.
much in 2016. Yeah, my road really picked up right as when
2018.
I mean, John started bringing me out in 2018, and then the world shut down for a couple years. And
I guess, Tim, you were more bus-based.
We were bus-driven. I would fly to St. Louis a lot to meet Tim, and that was a Delta. I don't remember that one. I remember a couple years the Southwest had an issue. Southwest has one every few years. They all do. It's
Southwest had that really bad Christmas one, a year or two ago.
Yeah, recently. Pretty.
Again, this might be. I'm realizing this about myself, that there are really skeptical, cynical people in the world, and I have that in me. But I lean towards giving people the benefit of the doubt and being kind of positive, upbeat dude. And I'm surprised when these big crashes happen. I'm surprised they don't happen more often. I think I've told you this so many times before. As someone who travels everything, I think modern air travel is a miracle.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe the amount of flights that happen so often. It's so I'll just look at the gate sometime. I'll look at the boards in Atlanta and how is this all happening? This is so crazy. I couldn't get my kid to day camp today. I had one kid to get to one place.
No, it's
a miracle.
It's amazing when you look at all the flights.
Yeah, and your bags are there. Now I get a little note on my bag from Delta, hey, your bag's arriving. Oh my gosh, piece of cake. This is so easy.
We picked up our son at the airport yesterday, and we saw his flight flying over Balboa Park while we're driving to the airport, and you're like, that's him.
That's him. That kid woke up in Connecticut, drove to New York, and now is in San Diego. It's crazy.
And it's noon.
All right, let's do an email here. This is subject Rainforest Cafe, plus a question for Dustin. This is from Katie. You want to read this one, Melissa?
Sure. Hi, Dustin and Melissa. I've been a fan of the pod for the past couple of years. Y'all are so relatable, and the episodes are something I look forward to each week. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your conversation about medieval times made me think of a recent trip my sisters and I took to the Rainforest Cafe.
Yes.
For context, my family is from Iowa, and when we were kids in the 90s, our parents would take us once a year to Minneapolis, Minnesota to go to the Mall of America. For my two sisters and I, the highlight was getting to eat at the Rainforest Cafe. We absolutely loved the interactive experience and souvenir cups. So this past spring, my sisters and I, now in our mid-30s, decided to recreate the trip to Minneapolis with our own kids, and we were convinced they would be just as delighted as we were by the experience. Well, it turns out that although technology has progressed in every other area of society, it's still the same animatronic birds and monkeys at the old Rainforest Cafe. And unfortunately, it just isn't quite as mesmerizing to our Generation Alpha kids. Although they were grateful for the trip, the fake rainstorm at dinner didn't leave them as awestruck and asking for more. My sisters and I still loved the nostalgia of it, but agreed some experiences are better left in the 90s. I also had a question for Dustin. As a comedian, do you ever worry about accidentally copying someone else's material without realizing it? It is common for people to have similar bits in their sets and not realize it. Is it common? Thanks again for all that you guys do, Katie.
Yeah. Great email, Katie. Thanks for being a fan. We appreciate that. Yeah, we all remember South Center Mall when Rainforest Cafe came out. You're like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm in the rainforest.
It's total immersion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have ours at the Downtown Disney. So it was
wow,
like that,
yeah.
plus all downtown Disney.
Yeah.
But the only thing I can remember is like the Oriental salad. Like, because that was like sweet salads
I
were
do
like
remember
such a thing
those.
of the
Still
late
delicious.
90s.
I don't think you're allowed to call it anymore, but it's still a great
Correct.
salad. It's
I think
still
like
a great
Applebee's kind of had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were.
Everyone did. Yeah, it was great. It's a great salad. It's like it's like
the mandarin
it's called
oranges.
Asian chicken salad.
Yeah,
now.
they'll call it now like Chinese chicken or
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
chicken salad.
Yeah. Mandarin
The
oranges.
Chinese chicken.
Watching X-Files with the lights on.
I was like, I can't not do that one. When are we ever going to get Chinese chicken on the pod again? When is that one ever going to To answer your question, you do worry about. No, I don't worry. I mean, you do think about it. I'll just give a practical example. The bit about idioms that I was doing on this current hour about how Mel says she mixes up the phrases a lot, and I had a couple examples.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what they were.
We're not recycling the moon.
Yeah, when you say we don't need to recycle the moon here, that was the big one. Or you said don't shoot the manager.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite ones. Nate had a bit about that, how Lara messes him up. And then John had one as well that he did on The Tonight Show about, turn his life a full 360. Like, don't you mean 180? Right. All great bits. And so, and that was a good example of where you're just like, and Dove had one. Yeah, Dove had one where you just go like, okay, this has probably been done enough. And some of it's too when comedians that are bigger than you, like Nate's a good example of like where I've had crossover with Nate a couple times.
Yes.
And Nate is so much like I had an old bit about the drive-through thing, and I'm not saying Nate steal because Nate steal from me. I don't even know if Nate's ever heard me do comedy. He has, but about the drive-through where you had to open your door. Tay and I have had a couple crossovers. I had a bit about everyone. Here's the thing: commenters will let you know if you've done this. Like Jeff Dye and I both had a bit about the liberal coffee shop, and I had a bit about the spray not working in the bathroom. That apparently Attell had a version of that. Jay Moore apparently had a bit about couples need to hate things together. Like it does happen, and you don't know. There's only so many. There's way more comedians than there used to be, and there's way more people making content than there used to be. Like everyone is a content creator, and everyone's making jokes anymore.
Yeah, I think I would relate it to like recipes. Like online, everybody will like content creators will just make the same recipe again, but maybe you'll just like change the quantity of one ingredient.
Yeah, but comedians don't want to do that. Comedians want to be original recipe.
Well, and you take a unique photo and you kind of put your take to it. But like recipes are very fad oriented. Like things go like pretzels are in now, or like turmeric's in, and then everybody like has their version of it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing on the internet is trends, and trends are literally a thing where you're just like, oh, we're all doing a different version of the same joke. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I guess
there's only so many premises. We're all living the same life out here.
Art and content, like they do. There's like they go together.
Yeah.
Same.
As long as you're pulling personal stories, and we've all. I don't see comedians. I was just talking to somebody about this recently about like I think comedians are pretty understanding. Like I don't see comedians going after each other like you stole that bit from me very often anymore, because I think there is just an understanding of like, hey, we're all writing and we're all trying to come up with stuff, and there's just only so many premises in the world. Like, and I draw from family. That's almost exclusively that's what I always tell Taylor. Hey, my new hour, what are you talking about? Marriage, aging, parenting, and my dad. There's 4 topics I've covered a million times. So I don't know. You do worry about it. And the hardest thing, and this is a good example, I just did it. One of the harder things in comedy is you just go, all right, that's somebody else did that. Now I'm getting rid of it. And you just got to move on. I've done it a few times where you're just like, all right, got to move on with that. And you'll write something new. You always come up with something. This one is from Summer, and then we'll get into the episode here. Solid episode. Hey, Dustin and Melissa. Nerd gummy clusters are a guilty pleasure. I used to sneak them onto the conveyor belt at the grocery store and eat them quietly while my then rear-facing 3-year-old was oblivious to my treat. She's now forward-facing and very confidently telling me how to drive. So my secret snack days are over. So sad. Maybe I'll get a solo grocery run, son, so I can eat my nerd clusters in peace and destroy the evidence before I get home. Love the pod, Summer. This is your new thing. You're a nerd.
Yeah, I got into...
Yeah.
I told you last week I kind of got into nerd clusters, and I think it's because we had the box of nerds, like with the 2 colors and flavors.
Yeah.
In like the 90s, and this is just a better form of them.
I totally agree. The old ones were barely even good then.
And you always spilled them.
They're a mess.
You put them in your hand, they start spilling, But
yeah, I mean, who's had a better glow up than nerds in the last year?
Than a gummy form, it's amazing. It's so bite-sized and everything.
Yeah.
But what happened was I was at my son's college orientation, and it was hot and it was late, and we had to do this, like, we're trying to figure out his class schedule online and a new portal, and we couldn't figure it out, and it was like a whole thing. And I got some gummy clusters at the little student union building, and I started like pounding them.
Yeah, and you're hooked. This
Yeah,
happened to me in Coke Zeros. I got into one. I was like, I don't know about that.
exactly.
And then you have one Coke Zero, and you're like, I think I'm gonna need this most days now. I think I'm gonna need this as a little afternoon treat.
Yeah, but it's also like you can't smell them, right? Like, no, like that lady, if she had gotten like McDonald's fries or something.
Oh yeah, you can't hide that from your kid.
Everyone's gonna smell that, So
the whole car smells like it.
It's just a little treat.
What is life if not giving yourself a little treat here and there?
Mm-hmm. Very funny.
Well, congrats on your new addiction.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you
I
chose.
know. I mean, I can usually avoid candy, but
we went on the roof to watch fireworks, and I said, "Hey, everybody,
we're a classy family.
We're going down to 7-Eleven."
Yeah.
And
we're on the
everybody
roof.
gets
7-Eleven snacks.
Yeah. And we went to the fair the day before. Everybody gets a snack, and everybody gets a treat. We got Bevs at home. We're not getting snack, treat, and Bev. It's not crazy. Everyone gets a snack. Everyone gets a treat. And Mel picked as her treat and a full 7-Eleven option. I couldn't believe you didn't pick a chocolate. I offered you a Haagen-Dazs bar.
I am always chocolate.
You've always been the Haagen-Dazs bar girl.
But I've had.
You got a new thing?
I've had gummy clusters twice in the last week.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
So.
Well, we've talked about nerd gummy clusters a lot on here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about them more. But today we're talking about fairs, particularly state fairs. I can drive from here, Andy. You don't need to have that up there. So we went to the fair this last week, and we've been going to fairs since we were little kids, but we've been going to fairs together for 23 years. I bet one of our first dates was at the fair.
Well, I think we went at night, and it was all high schoolers.
Yeah.
And that's when we met. So I think it's fair to say. Fair to say. I did it. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Also,
well, it's good for you to go at night because you have fair skin. And I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Our church youth group always went like on a Sunday afternoon. Mm-hmm. So we just went a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gone a fair amount of times.
I knew it. I knew you had one. I knew you were saving one. You had a smirk on your face. Do you remember?
That's a little unfair.
That's a little unfair. Yeah.
Do you remember? I think it was the Lancaster Fair. It was called a Fair to Remember.
A fair. I do remember that. That's hilarious. Ironically, I do remember that. Yeah. They're looking for themes. You're like, what was the time frame of that? I was like, I think we all know. It was near. Also, that was not a happy movie. That's the saddest movie.
I don't remember that movie, but
I know.
She dies.
I don't.
right? She's sick. Mandy's sick, right?
Oh, you're saying a walk.
Oh, that's
to
a
remember?
walk to remember.
Yeah, I know, but that's what it was based off of, right?
No, I thought
that's
was
hilarious.
I thought it was based off an affair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Fair,
hilarious.
Remember?
It's all funny.
I thought they were just
Yeah.
making a play off of a walk to remember because that was the big movie that year. But I guess I'm just showing that I was a youth group kid in the early 2000s.
Yeah, you were.
Switchfoot song. We've seen Switchfoot at the fair.
Man.
One of my
that's
okay.
the pinnacle of fair memories.
Yeah, this is. I think we've told you this before, but I'm gonna do it again. So, 2 years ago, is it 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago.
We're at the Del Mar Fair, which is what ours is called, right?
Yeah.
We're at the which is not a state fair, which we're gonna get into. We're at the Del Mar Fair, and these 2000 church kids, Switchfoot is there, and the way that the grandstand is, you can kind of hear the show as like from behind
From anywhere. Yeah.
So it's this beautiful night, because the Del Mar Fair is on the freaking beach. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. So ocean, fair lights going on, a couple fireworks in the distance. Moon. Yeah. Beautiful stars. Thing. Our kids are playing and having fun. Switchfoot's playing in the background. We're here. We're dare you to move. All of it's happening, and we're getting all like sentimental. So much. So
we're playing tag in the sand.
It's a beautiful moment, and I'm being an emotional dad. At one point, I pick up the sand, and I watch it fall out of my hand.
It's like a metaphor.
And I'm just like, it's just like time, man. It's just the way it just slips through your hand. Just slipping through my fingers. Dare you to move. We were meant to live for so much more, man. Sing it, John Foreman.
Also, it felt like we got a free concert.
Well, that's the thing. If you stand behind the grandstand, you are kind of getting a free concert. You're like, oh, that's fine.
You can hear them. You can't see them, but you can hear them.
So
it was like the value.
Yeah.
I mean, anything free this day and age brings me to tears.
Yeah.
Family of 5. Yeah.
Yeah, like I paid to go to the fair. It wasn't free.
But that was also the last time we took our son to the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year we go with we love a fair. That's what we're
you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it's kind of like it's very accessible.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a fair is there's no, I mean, you might have to drive like 20 minutes to an hour,
yeah.
But it's local.
They tend to be,
it's once a year for a month or a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it at a trot. You can do it at a gallop. You can do it at a rate that your heart don't palpitate. Just don't be late. Do the Puyallup. It's all-time jingle. Did you just rhyme palpitate with late? Unbelievable. What a wordsmith. So I did a little deep diving on fairs because we like them. We love going to them. The joke that I made, because fairs have gotten expensive, fairs are where you spend a ton of money to act like you're trashy. Like, you eat food you would never eat. It's the trashiest low-end food. You just deep-fried everything and ride these rides that you're like, it's just fun. It's just carnival games. It's just a good experience. And it is, fairs are kind of equalizers because you do realize, wow, there really are all classes of people here. And San Diego's a good example. Really kind of came from every part of this county, which can be of a diverse group of people. So, and like you said, the hours, if you go early, there's the young families. You go late, there's the teens. We live 30 minutes from our fair, and saw a bunch of kids from our kids' high school that night, and that was just some random Thursday night we were there. So,
right,
I did a little deep diving on fairs because I was not stunningly so. State fairs, so there is a breakdown of there was the World's Fair, which was the State's Fair, and then there's county fairs. Yeah. And really it just comes down to who's running them, state fairs in the U.S. originated, this is not going to be a surprise to anybody, from aiming to showcasing farming and rural life.
Okay.
Which makes all the sense. So the first state fair was held in Syracuse and quickly became a popular way to exhibit livestock, crops, and new farming technologies. Fairs also become social events featuring entertainment, food, da-da-da-da. So the concept of fairs were like exactly as you would expect them, right? That they have...
gather a bunch of people.
Gather a bunch of fair. Gather a bunch... So... look at their livestock.
Contest.
There's that's it's funny you said that. So the contest, the prizes would come from biggest calf, biggest cow, biggest pumpkin, all that kind of stuff. But have expanded, of course, to be beyond just agriculture now, which did make me like that there is still like agriculture at them, because it is like an afterthought for teens. But if you've ever wondered, why are there animals at the fair? Like, well, there's always been animals at the fair. This is where their roots are. They're agricultural, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the Puyallup Fair in south of Seattle had tons of livestock.
Right? So but that's also a fair area, or like, excuse me, like an agricultural area, right?
And I would say, like, Del Mar is not an agricultural area, but like like Lakeside has like the rodeo, and then they have like the animals and stuff. So it kind of varies, like
I like it
4-H programs and stuff. But
there were always
there's not as much agriculture at the Del Mar Fair as there was at the Puyallup Fair.
There were always a couple kids at your high school who the fair was big for them because they were in 4-H.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, dude, I got the fair coming up.
I mean, did you I mean, I lived in like kind of a rural part of Texas, and we had like farmers and ranchers.
Yeah.
Did you have friends?
There were a couple, not a lot, but it was like club based.
Okay.
You know, because I didn't live in I lived in an urban area, so there wasn't anyone. Now, if we'd have gone down the hill to Enumclaw
or Duval,
up to, but in Puyallup, absolutely.
We had.
So you had some in Texas,
had a horse in Duval, but that's north of Seattle. But she wasn't a high school friend, but I met her in college. Yeah, there was always. You had one friend who had a horse.
Remember Horse Friend? Yeah. Everybody did have one
and they
friend.
Had to drive out to the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in other parts of the country, people have lots of horse friends.
Absolutely.
Like, you're weird if you don't have a horse.
Yeah. Yeah, in Texas, we lived across the street from a pasture of cows.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, in general, state fairs are larger, more elaborate versions of regular fairs, which does make sense, right? Typically, again, held at the state level, showcasing a wide range of everything you thought, agriculture, competitive, and entertainment events. What I like is that they have always been competitive. It was a big deal to go win at the fair, which now you win a big frog, I guess. That's how it's evolved. You don't win because you have the big frog.
No.
You win a big stuffed frog.
Obviously a non-agricultural place, but like Orange County Fair, it is funny to see like not like animals there because they're not as frequent. But they have, I don't know, I'm curious if they have this at other fairs, but they have a dining set display competition. Is that
right? It's a competition.
Yeah, it's a competition for best like dining display.
Okay.
And they are unreal.
Yeah, I have seen that because
like who can have the best dining room setup?
It's like a table. It'll be just a table with like plates, like a tablescape, and it's like thematic.
Yeah, so the hobby halls have this year the Del Mar Fair had a pet theme.
Yeah.
And I went in the hobby hall to find a bathroom, and so they were
There's good bathrooms in the hobby halls.
Cat stuff everywhere.
Cat stuff?
Like a cat quilt. Cat photo. Yeah, so it's...
What is this?
It's very niche. And sometimes based on the theme.
That's in the New York Times.
Yeah.
The art of competitive...
Tablescape?
Table setting and tablescapes.
Oh my gosh. I
The
said
fiercely
Disney,
precise world of... Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's a small world. Oh my gosh. First round of table setting competition.
I mean, this is...
I just had a friend who entered a mailbox competition for the 4th of July.
Mailbox.
What? What?
A neighborhood mailbox competition for the 4th of July.
I love that.
Yeah. So, you know,
Freeze-dried mice holding champagne. The wacky... That's at the fair. This is the fair, man. I love the fair. I love that this stuff exists.
this took a lot of time. This is like a float, you know?
Yeah.
This is a float.
Uh-huh.
This is their rose parade. Wow.
She's hiding behind the fence.
It's a home improvement theme.
Mardi Gras.
How do you get into that?
Oh,
and how do you
man.
tell someone, hey, what do you do?
I don't think they're making any money off
Like,
of this.
so my husband's a lawyer. I do have
This is just for fun.
I do have a booth at the tablescaping.
Knights of the Round Table.
That's great.
I do, you know, that I do the cocoa theme. Okay. I do feel bad if maybe you have to submit your theme because you would hate to copy somebody else's tablescape theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I mean you're gonna cancel each other out.
Right.
If you're out there and you do tablescapes, let us know.
Yeah, please
What are the
do. We want to
details?
know.
It's the
Please
same
send us
thing.
an email. I want to know.
I think it's the same thing as like the quilters.
Sure.
And, you
Find
know,
a hobby.
the
I love it.
local. They'll have art shows in those
Yeah.
too. Like the high school will submit some digital art.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Well,
they do like a puzzles or
I think so. You can't,
crochet.
when you like look into like the history of fairs, like there's no, because a fair is essentially, you know, a jamboree, a gathering, or whatever. Like there's, you know, there's
It's like a circus.
there's examples of it in the Bible. Like you're like everyone got together and had booths and stuff. There's no
Yeah.
way to know. What we're talking mostly is like state fairs in the U.S. But
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys. So which fairs have you been to? So we together have been to the Puyallup, now known as the Washington State Fair.
Yeah. I have been to the Evergreen State Fair.
You've been to the Evergreen State Fair, which is south, I think.
North.
North. It's north. All right. We've
Um,
been to Del Mar.
Definitely been to Del Mar.
We've been. I forgot we went to the probably Antelope Valley, whatever it was,
Yeah,
in
AV
Lancaster,
Fair.
AV Fair, and then I went to one in Fairbanks. Mm-hmm. I would just go with my grandma every once in a while.
I think I just went to like the farmers market up there. But
Yeah, and you went to one in Texas.
Oh, I don't think I did.
Okay.
No, I don't think I went to a Texas one.
Andy, you've been to
surprisingly.
OC one. How's the OC? Is it
Yeah.
good OC?
OC's great.
Yeah.
OC's legendary. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's Orange County.
It's
so
crazy.
The concerts there are amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's like the
Sure.
bookings for those are, you know, next level. Like
They
you
have
know,
a,
Devo played. Like, I mean, I've seen Devo
Yeah.
there. Did I see some 80s metal band, bigger band?
I saw
Can't remember.
ZZ
Maybe
Top.
was it Def
I saw
Leppard? I
ZZ
think
Top,
it was Def
yeah.
Leppard.
Because that's who's playing these a lot. Is Def Leppard? Yeah.
I saw the Jim Gaffigan with my kids, and then I saw Nate Bargatze and Leanne Morgan
Yeah.
play together. Angela Johnson has done our
I've done our
Saint-
fair.
the
Yeah.
county fair, Del Mar fair.
Yeah.
And then you played with John.
Played at the John. Yeah. with the John. I also saw the Verve.
Oh, that's
Oh, the life of me. Yeah, good night. I saw them in this would have been 99, something like that, probably. Yeah, I saw the Verve at the State Fair. I've seen ZZ Top at the State Fair. We kind of listened to Switchfoot at Del Mar.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see who would be coming through. Oh, I saw Gallagher years ago at the State Fair.
That's cool.
You know,
that's
who
a perfect
yeah,
state
he's
fair
for-
act.
Exactly.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So, so the biggest state fairs in this is according to Readers.com. Number one, this is not a surprise at all. It's the State Fair of Texas, which has 2.5 million visitors. This was in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll run an impressive 24-day span.
Where?
So, this
Do you
is
know? Just somewhere in Texas.
held in Dallas at Fair Park.
Yeah, that
Where
checks
is this? I don't know. Oh,
Well,
in Dallas. I
Dallas.
just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
guessed it was Dallas.
Yeah, that
and it
makes
was
sense.
Dallas. Yeah.
And then number two, and I knew that Nate performed at it, and they posted about the Minnesota State Fair, which is 1.8 million visitors. This is all.
Wow.
It's probably, I don't know if it's gone up or down. So commonly referred to as the Great Minnesota Get Together. The Minnesota Fair is the second largest fair in America.
Wow.
Number three is the Big E. So this is so this is actually a multi-state state fair. The Big E's New England, as known as the Eastern States. The Big E includes all 6 New England states. So the Big E goes in on one.
Wow.
Connecticut, Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. And it's in Massachusetts. They host state days each year that allow each state to showcase their individual history and traditions.
That's cool.
New England's really united up there. I like that. They went in on a fair.
That's nice.
I mean, without that unity, would we even be here?
Yeah, truly. Yeah. They split the check. Hey, you want to all go in here?
Mm-hmm. And this is a grad party with 6 families.
Yes. Number 4 is the Arizona State Fair, established in 1905 with the intent of gathering place for community, growing over to 1 million attendees.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like how old fairs are.
Again, the Syracuse one, there is some debate on who's the oldest one.
Yeah.
And when they say state, this is essentially just when it got state licensed, essentially, because everyone's been gathering at these things forever.
They had to pay taxes.
Yeah. Number 5 is Tulsa, 1.2 million.
Oh, man.
Number 6 is the Iowa State Fair, 1.1 million in 2020. Number 7 is the Wisconsin State Fair. And number 8 is Washington State Fair. His number is Puyallup, as we know. And then North Carolina, Oklahoma State. Those are your top 10. What I think is interesting about this is how spread out this was. Texas, Minnesota, New England, Arizona. We really covered all of the country, which I think is interesting. Oh, and North Carolina is the South, which, not surprisingly, the South, this one in the South, some of these run a little later in October, which makes sense because running it in June and July is a very Southern California privilege. You would not do this in Alabama in July.
Well, also
nobody's looking to be outside during that time.
In Washington, it's in September.
Yes. Because it's not going to rain.
Because it's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, for us, it was always an early fall thing.
Yes, very much so. You would go. You would go. School would be in session when you would go.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of Oktoberfest type fairs like in Orange County, like multiple in different cities. Like that was like a really big like local carnival thing for.
Yeah, I love it.
It's nice.
Okay, so our fair, which is a county fair, the San Diego County Fair, which I think we call Del Mar Fair. We just call it the fair. That's what's beautiful about it. Nobody uses the name. You say the fair.
Yeah.
Going to the fair. Everybody has their fair that they go to. So, in 1880, a group of San Diegans organized an agriculture fair to bring county farmers to share ideas. To see who had the best citrus fruit, who baked the best pie, and who had the fastest horse.
Well, the thing with farmers, they're so spread out.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Hey, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing up there?
Is your horse faster than mine?
Who's got the best lemons here? And then so it became a tradition, annual tradition, various counties. It bounced around. There was one, it was National City, Balboa for a little bit, and then it landed in Del Mar in 1936. And it's been suspended for 2 occasions, World War II and COVID. Bummer. So it has agricultural roots, of course. Now, I think Melissa will like this. If you pull up that document, did you close it?
Can do it.
If you, I can also just text.
I got it.
So scroll down to history. Hold on, of our fair. Go to that. So our fair, like a lot. Now scroll down. Has different themes each year. So this one was a pet theme. I couldn't wait to show Melissa this. So there's the San Diego. We were the summer pet-tacular. Let's go retro. Get out there. So we have all this is obviously for the people who watch this.
Sure.
Took
Heroes.
3 years off. Heroes was a classic. Heroes Reunite. That makes sense because it was closed for a while.
It was closed for 2 years.
So
Oz,
Albertsons has been a sponsor for a
some.
while, it seems like. Mad Hatter, classic.
Yep. Oh, there
Remember.
2015.
It is funny because it's a fair. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, and you know what's funny is we have really only done fair days twice. Like I personally, when your kids are really little, I mean, you're going to lose your children.
Right.
And you can go during the day, which helps, but it's like very crowded. And if you have 3 little kids, you need multiple adults.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So, like I said, we've lived here like 14 years. We've been to 2 comedy shows and 2 like fair days.
Yeah.
Like, you got to plan this out. You're going to lose everyone if you're not. Like, we almost lost the 2 11-year-olds.
A couple times.
You know,
yeah.
And
well, as we've said about fairs,
yeah.
fairs are a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know,
you're going to be in a lot of lines and a lot of crowds, and you got to prepare for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we kind of had a perfect recipe, I suppose, in that our 2 daughters were in town. Our son was out of town. We let them each bring a friend, and we just kept track of the 11-year-olds.
Right.
And like paid for their stuff.
Fairs change.
The 15-year-olds were able to do
This
their
is the
own
first
thing.
year we let them bring a friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we just kind of facilitated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't do any rides with them because
great.
they went with their friends. We just kind of waved at them and stood around.
I just let the sand slip through my fingers. Mel, you mentioned a perfect recipe. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk a little bit about fair food. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think there's a couple 2 things here. One, there's some debate about where the corn dog originally started, but it definitely grew in popularity because of state fairs. Corn dogs, state fairs, a love affair.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They go together, which I think the corn dog.
marriage.
I think the corn dog is the seminal
food.
fair food. I think the corn dog is the premier iconic fair food item because it matches a couple things. 1, a meat you're not sure about.
Sure.
2, deep fried.
Yep.
3, on the go.
Portable.
There's no who's got time for a table at the fair?
There's no tables.
There's no tables. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just like I'm just on the go. I'll dip in mustard, an easy disregard, and I recognize it when I throw it up. Corn dogs, fair, they go together.
Yes.
Like, you got to have something you can stand in line with.
Yeah. And you can order your next thing while eating your corn dog.
You can use the corn dog to order your next item.
I'll take this. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's the perfect fair food.
Yeah.
I walk into a fair and I go, corn dog. Where do I? And I don't eat a corn dog any other day of the year.
No.
They don't even really sound appetizing to me but at the fair, it's a filet mignon.
Yeah. Now, we did have, Claire's friend did get a turkey leg.
That's new stuff. That's fad food to me.
Yeah.
That's like,
Well, there's always,
a turkey leg.
like a deep fried Oreo or a,
To me,
But that's thanks to the corn dog.
That's what I'm saying. The corn dog is everything at the fair.
the
corn
purest
dog
form of fair food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
100%.
I want one. I don't want one right now. If I'm at the fair, I absolutely do want one.
In
though.
Seattle, they call them Krusty Pups, right?
Krusty Pups are a certain type of corn dog. They're just corn dogs, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But Fletcher's original claims to have invented the corn dog at the Texas State Fair. This is from their website. So, well, again, this is a lot of debate here. But they're saying the famous meal stick was invented and debuted at the 1942 State Fair of Texas. In 1938, Neil and Carl Fletcher were winding down their long-term careers in vaudeville,
Yes, they were.
having spent several years performing at the State Fair of Texas at a show called The Drunkard.
Sure.
So they were performers. And it was a local baker who served a dish of hot dogs baked in cornmeal in the shape of an ear of corn. And while it tasted good, the process was time-consuming and complicated. So they tasted the recipe and realized that by frying it, not only did it cut the time in the cooking process, but now it is mobile food on a stick. And they started selling their corny dogs for 15 cents a piece at the State Fair of 1942. And it wasn't popular at first. The response was decidedly restrained. But they had to pitch it. Corny dogs are simple, but they ain't easy, was their phrase. Yeah. And it's like still the variety of dogs has expanded, the recipes changed and stuff. But this is like these are Fletcher descendants.
Oh, man.
Who still work at Fletcher serving corny dogs
Yeah.
at the State Fair of Texas. Look
That's
at this.
fantastic.
I love this so much. God bless America, and God bless fairs, and God bless corn dogs.
And the Fletcher's family. Yep. That's amazing.
It brings me so much joy. This, oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
That's them. That's Neil and Bill. No, that can't be. Neil Jr. with okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Wow.
What a legacy. What a legacy.
So they're performers and then they got into food.
Yeah. Oh, there they are in the middle. That would be the two of them. That's, oh my gosh.
Skip Fletcher.
I don't need, move over Steve Jobs. Give me Neil and Carl Fletcher. More important than, okay, so I did one more deep dive. Because I don't know if every fair has this, but I don't think ours does here, but Puyallup Fair, and people who've moved there recently would know it as the Washington State Fair, but it's always the Puyallup. They have a signature item, and that is the Fisher scone, which is not expanded, by the way. It's kind of like early in and out. It's kind of purist. It's just at the fairs up there. I don't think the Del Mar has like a signature item. It has the stuff that you have.
No.
Does OC have one signature item?
No, not that I can think of. Yeah, I wouldn't know what they originated with.
Right.
Seems like everyone else has got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mel.
Now you can get a Fisher scone box to like a quick bread kind of, or
From
like
the grocery stores.
you can, online. Yeah, grocery stores up there.
Yeah, it tastes better at the fair.
It does.
In my experience, right? So they have the fair scone there. So Fisher Meals incorporated in 1910 and began operations in 1911 with the largest flour mill in the West. Okay, so Fisher scones originated as a promotional tool for Seattle-based Fisher flour mills during the 1900s. So it was just meant a way to sell flour. Scones were given away.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Or sold for pennies at expositions to promote their flour. So they Fisher scones debuted at the 1915 Puyallup Fair in the very same corner booth under the grandstand where they are still sold today, which is crazy.
Wow.
So they're like, hey, we got good flour, and the best display of it is this scone right here.
I think the most unique thing about the Fisher scone is that they sell them by the dozen.
Right.
And so you can buy one, but you're like, I need 12.
Yeah.
Like donuts, I
Yep.
guess. But they're super hot, and then they have butter and like a boysenberry jam.
It's unbelievable.
In them. Every scone has butter and a boysenberry jam.
Yeah.
In like a little, paper packet.
But it's funny that you say that.
Delicious.
About how many they sell because, what am I saying?
Quantity?
The quantity.
Yeah.
They sell 1.5 million a
Scones
year.
At the fair.
That's more than attendees. So
Yeah,
they
'cause
sell.
everyone's getting 12 per
Yeah, exactly.
person.
Yeah.
I remember bringing them back to my dorm room.
Yeah. Can you imagine having a product that's you sell more of that than the people attend at the fair? That's great. I mean, that's crazy.
Because a corn dog, you're getting maybe one.
Yeah.
But
and not every
scone-
person who walks through gets a corn dog.
You always have room for a scone. I still...
If you're being healthy, you get a corn.
Yeah. Roasted corn.
I'll get a corn. No, dip it in butter. Dip it in butter. Can you deep fry it? Actually, can I have some deep fried corn? It's no longer healthy, but
I know. And now I want a Fisher scone.
I want it so bad. And we, Public Square has good scones, so we could get one downstairs. But
Yeah.
I was thinking about, what would I compare the fair to? What is the fair as magical as? And I just don't think there is a comparison. I think the fair, you should compare things to the fair.
Well, I mean...
There's no comparison.
Fair comparison.
There's no comparison. There's no fair comparison to the fair. I stumbled.
No, I think
What
it
if I
comes back
stumble?
to that accessibility because it's not a Disney trip.
Yeah.
It's not like a theme park because it's just every year
Yeah.
and maybe you make it, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But it's not far. I mean, parking's tough, but like, you know, like you don't have to spend all the money on the games, and the ticket price is low.
Yeah.
And then you can choose how much you spend.
Well,
like you could go pet
right.
the animals and look at the tablescapes. And,
tablescapes.
You know, get out of there.
I do
fairly
think,
cheap.
If you want to win a local government job, campaign on make the fair cheap again. Because it used to be like, hey, if you get in with
with like a bottle cap. I mean, if you buy your ticket at a grocery store, or we used to get free tickets at school. You get like one free ticket.
It would be, you could come in with, like, hey man, I got 12 empty Mountain Dew cans. They'd be like, come on in.
$20.
And here's 3 ride passes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Box of cereal, cut out the little proof of purchase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the fair being cheap? Because I don't think it's as accessible anymore. I think because once you've gotten in,
with you.
everything's pretty expensive.
I guess what I was trying to say was, like, if you're saving for a trip to Disney, you know, like that's thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And the fair is, you know, depending how you do it, a couple $100.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so
the fair still cheaper than Disney.
Well, and then accommodations. You don't need to. You can sleep in your bed.
Yeah.
And go to the county fair for the most part. So the travel element. is more affordable.
You should get some sleeping at the fair. Fair needs
tent camping.
There needs to be some more immersive experiences at the fair. Sleep in the hay.
Sleep in the stable. I don't know. I think everyone has probably been to a fair before. That's what I mean.
I think that I do think that fairs are one of the few things that do unite almost everybody. I mean, who doesn't love fairs?
I think the same kind of people that don't like a pool. Like a what's it called? Like a city pool. You know, it's just like packed full.
Risk.
People who don't like risk.
Well,
crowds.
Yeah, fair and anxiety don't go hand in hand.
Hand washing.
Yeah, it is a bit dirty. You know what? I take it back. The fair's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
But the scones are.
You are taking a couple risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I was thinking
you are the fair. You are taking a couple risks.
I was thinking about the rides.
What are the risks at the fair, Melissa?
Getting sick.
Yeah.
Motion sick, foodborne illness, animal, you know.
The fair is great, but you're taking
some risks.
Yeah.
You might lose the tablescape contest.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, you're like, how do you not puke after going to the fair? Oh, we had a kid with us that did get sick.
Yeah.
It's more surprising when you don't get sick after the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
touched an
a
animal.
lot of surfaces.
Melissa,
it's a community competition to see how far you can go.
Yes,
it's a test of the American spirit.
What can your stomach handle?
Yeah.
You ate fried food, you touched an animal, and then you spun around upside down for 5 minutes.
Every surface.
And touched every surface.
Yeah, as the same surfaces as thousands of other people on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair is best case scenario, only one of you gets sick. You know?
Yes. 10 different modes of transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bus, shuttle, car, train. Yeah.
You should get your money back if you puke, though.
That would be nice.
While you're there. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, want to give a special thanks to our As Essential as Oils patrons. That's our $25 a month and up. Thanks so much for supporting the podcast. That is Adam Bush,
Averill Griffiths,
Allison Nelson,
Andy and Darlene Gurton,
Bonnie Galindo,
Brandon Schoenberger,
Carrie Teague,
Chris Finn,
Christopher and Bridget Finland,
Code to Grow,
Courtney Eibling,
Damaris Diaz-Stevens,
Daniel Owens,
Dave and Melissa Cox,
Dave Hoagland,
Dustin Daly,
Jason and Francis White,
Jen Thirk,
Jonathan Rivera,
Jordan Cowan,
Juliana Smith,
Lori Amos,
Lauren and Nick Rachel,
Matt and Sam Slosdom.
Michelle Carlson.
Nick Cordell.
Norman Norman Perrin. I'm sorry, Norman, you're the best. You're my favorite one.
Preston and Rachel Wilson.
Rachel Kennedy.
Raina Camps.
Robert and Nellie Capen.
Scott Elliott.
Stephen Menya.
And Tiffany Payne.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.